everybody. Chris Wood here. Just jumped on for a few minutes to say hello. And to say that after 4 years of my skull being split, my brain being injured, me being medically blacklisted, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, the arrest refusals, the false arrest, the kidnapping, sex assault, blood and piss stealing, the stalking, having my mother killed, having my dogs tortured and killed, having me completely kidney fucked, lungs going through complete deforming, and not being able to do anything about it. Back in 2018, early 2019, I found out some stuff that was going on, and I spoke about it out of the Morning Star mission, the human homeless trafficking and homeless exploitation for monetary gain. As a result, I got a visit from one Spencer Mills 14716 and a guy from the mental health at the time. They showed up to basically threaten me and intimidate me, to let me know that if I did not stop talking about what was taking place, there was going to be serious consequences. And he was 100% right. Then one William Bill Wooldridge came on to this, or after that, ex-chief or commander here in Napanee, 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. I was at my previous address on Center Street, corner of Center and Bridge Street at the lights, and he went by, he waved, I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. The person had black hair, I didn't see their face, but they pointed and they shot something. It went into my right ear. After that, I started having a lot of problems. I started getting burning and everything. It went from my right ear to the right side of my head, up to the top of my head, and I was constantly getting burning. So as a result, I went to the hospital, and finally that year I got a CAT scan, and after that, one of the people involved, Stacy, was there and talking about how I am supposed to be a suicidal self-harmer, and I have a long psychological record, and she was there for my benefit, for anxiety and all of this other crap. I had no association with her. I went to her to get help with another woman that was causing problems here in Napanee, and as a result, the next day, that's when Spencer Mills showed up. But anyway, I go to the hospital, I get my CAT scans done after Stacy got finished talking to the doctor at the time, and next thing you know, I was told I need medication, and I was pretty much medically blacklisted after that. Then one guy named William Bill Wooldridge came onto the scene, and he started stalking. I would go out everywhere I would go. He was always there. He was walking by my place, sometimes 15, 20 times a day, even more, starting first thing in the morning till sometimes 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, constantly. He was making it look like he was going to No Frills buying bananas or whatever the case may be. I would go downtown, he was always right there. Why? Because of that, whatever I was shot with, either his prisoner tracking, because he is a wanted harbored inmate, sex offender, pedophile who was stalking children for the ex-chief or commander at Tim Hortons here in Napanee. And every time I would go out, he was always right there. Boom, boom, boom. So I fucking finally got sick of it. I got his picture. When I got his picture, then he went into hiding. He used to live at 34 Water Street. And after I got his picture, for about a year or so, he went into hiding, but at the time, he was still stalking my mother as well. He was calling my mother Mom. He and Blair Hardy were using the R&M on her, which I showed you, and as a result, it gave her cancer because it gives high EMFs, and it is to destroy a person's central nervous system. Now, a lot of people are not aware of that, because that just benefits the one using it, and it's being used for criminal purposes. Here in Napanee, this is Bill Woldridge. He used to live at 34 Water Street. He is now bald. He lives at 149 Center Street North. He is now bald, glasses. He believes that he and I were switched at birth. He believes that he is my dad. He believes that he is also Harry Potter as well, but when he was stalking my mother, he was also calling her mom as well. The guy is highly delusional, highly psychotic, and he's a perfect person to be using this shit for OPP. There is also Blair Hardy. There is a Dale Hartwick. There is a Tony Hearns. There is a Jason Gimpy Two-Step Vinalstein. There is a Tyler Lake. There is a guy named Isaac. These are all junkies here in Napanee that are getting protected from OPP. They are untouchable, unarrestable, and I can prove my words. Human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, identity thefts and frauds, and homicides is what they're guilty of, lacing drugs here in Napanee to cause death. This is a picture of Bill Woldridge and Blair Frederick Hardy.